Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Echo Aftab. As you know, in my last session, I completed what is the meaning of price elasticity of demand. In today's class, we shall continue with how to find out what is the price elasticity, that is measurement of price elasticity of demand. Myself Aftab Bhai. So, you know, in the last session, we saw a simple formula to calculate price elasticity of demand, and that is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Now, the question comes, what do you mean by percentage change in quantity demanded? So, here this particular formula we are having on the numerator percentage change in quantity demanded. So, in brief I will try to explain what it means. If I say friends that your quantity demanded at present is 50 units and later it increases and it becomes 75. So, this is our old quantity Q and this is our new quantity Q2. So, here when you want to know what is the percentage change, the simple thing is I will mark this as Q1, Q2 minus Q1 divided by the original quantity into 100. So, what is Q2? 75. What is Q1? 50 divided by the original quantity, that is 50 into 100. So, 75 minus 50 is 25. 25 divided by 50 into 100. So, this 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. 5 ones are 5 5s are. So, 5 into 50 is 50%. So, how much the quantity demanded has changed? It has changed by 50%. So, how did you get this 50%? With the help of this particular formula. So, this particular formula becomes our denominator, numerator. Similarly, the same thing is applicable for price, that is P2 minus P1 upon the original price into 100. So, this as the background, I will proceed. So, percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to delta Q by Q into 100 and percentage change in price is nothing but delta P by P into 100, where delta Q is the difference between new quantity and old quantity and delta P is the difference between new price and old price. So, I would like to say price elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by Q divided by delta P by P. Friends, this 100 gets cancelled, both when the 100 is there in the numerator and in the denominator, it gets cancelled. So, what remains is delta Q by Q divided by delta P by P. This I can write it as delta Q divided by Q. So, the numerator is as it is, and when I am taking the denominator on the top, then what will happen? The division sign will get transformed into multiplication and the denominator, that is the delta P by P, now it will become the reciprocal. So, it will be P divided by delta P. So, this is our formula for price elasticity of demand. When you rearrange the deltas together, what we get is like this. So, our final formula will be price elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by delta P into P by Q. So, here delta P by delta P, delta Q by delta P is the slope and P by Q is the ratio of price and quantity. About this I will be speaking later. So, let us see a few examples as to how to make use of this particular formula. So, here friends, in this you may ask me what is the difference between this formula and this formula. This formula is helpful for us when you know the information in terms of percentage, but many times what will happen in the real life examples, we will be having quantity in terms of units and price in terms of rupees, dollars, pounds, etc. So, when that is the case, we need to make use of this particular formula, and you know that this formula we have derived it from this particular formula. So, normally when we make use of delta Q by Q, delta P by P and all those things, actually we are making use of this particular formula only, but this is more simplified form to make use of. So, that is what it is. So, here henceforth in all my examples we will be making use of this particular formula That is the simplified formula for understanding price elasticity of demand. So, if the price of a commodity falls from rupees 6 to rupees 4, the quantity demanded increase from 80 units to 120 units. So, here we can see law of demand is applied. Now, in this situation we need to find out what is the elasticity of demand. So, the first thing that you need to find out from the question itself is what was the price? The price was 6 rupees. Now, what is the price? Now, the price is 4 rupees. So, old price and new price. What was the quantity demanded? It was Q1 80 units, and now what is the new quantity demanded? That is 120 Q2. So, based on this we will try to solve the problem. So, elasticity of demand, the formula is delta Q divided by delta P into P by Q. Now, the question is what is delta Q? Delta Q is equal to Q2 minus Q1. So, what is Q2? Q2 is 120 and Q1 is 80. So, that is equal to 40. So, first information that we got is delta Q is equal to 40. Similarly, what is delta P? Delta P is equal to P2 minus P1, that is equal to 4 minus 6, and that is equal to minus 2. So, here delta P is equal to minus 2. And what is our original price? Our original price is here rupees 6, and our original quantity demanded is here, that is 80 units. So, now making use of this information, we can make use of the formula and find out the elasticity. Delta Q is 40, delta P is minus 2, multiplied by P is 6 and Q is 80. So, here you can see 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, and here 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So, what is left with us is 3 divided by minus 2. So, this I would like to call it as elasticity of demand is equal to minus 1.5. Now, one thing to be observed over here, friends, is this minus, it is telling us about the nature of the demand function. So, this minus is nothing but, friends, it is telling us that the slope of the demand function is negative, nothing more than that. So, this particular part minus is completely different from this. So, this 1.5 is telling us about what is the value of elasticity in terms of number. So, 1.5, as you know, it is more than 1. So, the elasticity is, you can say, more elastic, and this minus is telling us about the slope of the demand function, and that is minus. If this becomes plus, then both the variables are moving in the same direction. Here you can see the price has decreased, the quantity demanded has increased. So, the variables, when they are moving in the opposite direction, we get the slope as negative slope. That is the reason it is called demand curve has a negative slope, and that is this particular minus sign telling us. So, in most of the books, many a times we ignore this slope. So, directly we can say 40 divided by 2 into 6 divided by 80 is equal to 1.5. That is all about this particular problem and formula. Moving ahead, here you can see in this slide I have taken demand schedule. So, there is price, you can see when the price is decreasing, the quantity demanded is increasing. So, let us see how to solve this particular problem. So, here what they say, find the elasticity when the price changes from rupees 5 to rupees 3. So, when the price is rupees 5 and it has come to rupees 3, what is the elasticity of demand? So, again I will divide this part into two parts, this question. First question is what is happening when the price decreases from rupees 5 to rupees 3. So, the first part, price elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by delta P into P by Q. This further if you want to know what is delta Q is Q2 minus Q1. So, here you can see our new quantity demanded is 60 and the old quantity demanded was 20. So, this is equal to 60 minus 20, that is equal to 40, and delta P is, as you know, P2 minus P1, that is equal to 3 minus 5, and that is equal to minus 2. So, what is the price elasticity of demand in this case? Price elasticity of demand here is delta Q by delta P, that is 40 divided by minus 2 into original price. Original price is 5 and original quantity is 20. So, when we simplify this thing, 0 and 0 gets cancelled, 4, 2 into 2 4. So, this 4 and this 4 gets cancelled. So, what remains is 5. So, the elasticity of demand is 5. So, it is more elastic. The reason is because the value is more than 1. Now, we shall see what will happen when we reverse the thing. Now, we will see if we are moving in the opposite direction, that is the second situation B. This is the very interesting part. Now, we will see if this is P1 and this is P2, the reverse of what we solved, then what will happen? So, again I will write the formula. Elasticity of demand is equal to delta Q by delta P into P by Q. So, this is equal to, before that, what is delta Q now? Delta Q is equal to, so here now this is our Q1 and this is our Q2 in the second situation. So, delta Q is Q2 minus Q1, that is equal to 20 minus 60, that is equal to minus 40, and delta P is equal to P2 minus P1. What is P2 now? 5 minus 3, that is equal to minus, sorry, I am very sorry, it is now plus 2. So, you can see the difference, here it is plus and here it is minus. Now, the reverse has happened, here it has become minus and here it is plus. Now, we shall see whether we will get the same answer or we will get a different answer. So, elasticity of demand is equal to, what is delta Q by delta P? Minus 40 by plus 2, 40 plus 2. So, you can see in this situation and in this situation, delta Q by delta P is the same. There is no change in this because this is the slope of the demand function. Now, what will happen when we speak about the price and quantity ratio? P by Q. Now, the P is 3 and Q is 60. So, you can see one very important thing, when I was speaking about the earlier thing, here it was 5 by 20, now here it is 3 by 60. So, the ratio of price and quantity is not the same, and because of that, what will happen? The value of elasticity will also be different. So, here this will be equal to this 0 and this 0. So, 4 3s are 12, 2 6 are 12, and this will be minus and this will be equal to minus 1. Now, what has happened? Our price elasticity of demand is, the value is minus 1. Again I told you this minus can be ignored. So, if the value is 1, it means it is unitary elastic. So, this is what I wanted to tell you all, that in the on the same demand curve, the movement on the demand curve, let me say, the movement on the demand curve, if this is quantity and if this is price, if you are moving from this point to this point, the elasticity of demand will not be the same if we move in the opposite direction. Because why? Because the ratio of price by quantity keeps on varying, and when the price by quantity ratio keeps on varying at every particular point, at every point on the demand curve, what happens is we get a different value for elasticity. This is what the main emphasis was on, for us to understand that at every different point of the demand curve, the value of the elasticity will be different. One more example for you all, you can solve this thing at home. In the previous example I had taken price, here we have taken quantity demanded. So, what it is, find the price elasticity when the quantity demanded increases. When the quantity demanded increases from 60 to 100, this is one situation, and what will happen. So, here we are speaking about quantity demanded increasing, here we are speaking about what will happen when the quantity demanded decreases. So, this is our first question to be solved and this is our second question to be solved. I will not solve it over here, I will just leave it for you all. Just try to check what will be the value of elasticity of demand for the first situation and what will be the value of elasticity of demand for the second situation. So, moving ahead, we will try to understand the concept of price elasticity of demand with the help of demand function. So, finding price elasticity from a demand function. So, here as you know, in the previous slide, the formula that we used to calculate price elasticity of demand was EP is equal to delta Q by delta P into P by Q. So, this particular formula will keep it at bay at some side and let us see what is happening. As you know, we understood while we were studying about demand analysis, demand function. So, quantity demanded is equal to A minus B P. Quantity demanded is equal to quantity demanded, here is QD means quantity demanded, P is price and A and B are constants. So, here A and B are constants, matlab when we speak about A, it means other things remaining constant, and when we speak about B, B is the slope of the demand function which is negative. As I told in my previous slide, the slope will always be negative when we speak about the demand function. Now, how can we make use of the formula which I have placed it at the bottom with this thing? So, here you can see. So, when I say that B is the slope of the demand function, it means B is equal to delta Q by delta P. Friends, you will get more information about this particular point, why B is equal to this particular point, why B is equal to delta P will be highlighted in my mathematics for economics class, where I have taken a class on calculus, and in calculus we have understood the concept of slope. So, here is the here is the card, you can refer to that. So, going ahead, now you can see I am bringing these things together. So, the formula for elasticity is delta Q by delta P into P by Q. On top I am telling B is equal to delta Q by delta P. So, what I will do, I will replace delta Q by delta P with B. So, what we will get is, if you observe the slide, now the formula is elasticity of demand is equal to B into P by Q. So, here what has happened? Here this delta Q by delta P is replaced by B, and that is what is happening. This B has come here and this price and quantity ratio is intact. So, this is the way we will be solving price elasticity when a demand function is given to us. Now, let us try to solve a simple problem where this particular thing is highlighted. So, if I say friends, the demand function is, I am trying to solve an example where I show how we can make use of this particular formula. So, this is our fourth example. If I say Q is equal to 720 minus 25 P. What is this? This is our demand function. Now, we need to find out what is the price elasticity. So, if price is equal to 15 rupees, what is price elasticity of demand? So, this is as simple as this. What is price elasticity of demand? So, first we need to write down the formula. The formula is here. We are going to make use of this formula. So, here what is B? We know B is minus 25. B is minus 25. I will just rub this line. Okay. So, B is minus 25, and what is P by Q? So, we need to find out what is Q for given P. P is 15. So, first we will try to solve the demand function and try to get the value of quantity. So, Q is equal to 720 minus 25, the whole multiplied by 15. So, Q is equal to 720 minus 25 into 15 is 375, and 720 minus 375 is 345. So, we got the value of Q, and the value of Q is 345. Now, we shall make use of this formula. Price elasticity of demand is equal to B into P by Q. B, as I told you all, is 25. Our price is 15 and quantity is 345. So, when you solve this thing, what do we get is, we will get the answer as 1.08. So, this is how we calculate. So, 1.08, what it is telling us? It is the elasticity of demand is more than 1. So, it is more elastic. So, friends, this is one way through which we make use of demand function to solve price elasticity.